Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Jackass Retro. My name is Matt. I am a full-time reseller based here in Bremerton, Washington, and this is our once-a-week video on postcards that have sold this week in my eBay store. And this week, we'll also be adding in my hip postcard orders, since that's been picking up a little bit lately. Started doing these videos. I found them very helpful when I was first learning about postcards, and I hope that you find them useful as well. So this week we had 55 postcards sell on eBay for a total of $343. 7 postcards on hip postcards for $107. So that's about 62 postcards for a total of $450. So let's take a look at what sold, shall we? Okay, now before we get started, I want to give a shout out here to another YouTube channel, Epic Treasure out of Oregon. They have been on YouTube now doing exclusively postcard content for about 6 months now. I've been watching for the past few months, and you know, there's a lot of really good information here. They started doing a what sold every week about a week ago, or two. Let's see here, 6/23 to 7/4, so a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully, you know, they keep that up. I would definitely love to see some more of that, because hey, you know what? I find these useful too. So yeah, so do me a favor. I'll put a link in the description. You head over there, subscribe to the channel. There's definitely a lot of great information there, and I've definitely learned a few things. Hopefully you will as well. So moving on to our solds for the week. Let's go ahead and get that set up. All right. So this is our first one. It's a linen postcard. Cape Arago Bridge and Lighthouse at the mouth of Coos Bay, Oregon Coast Highway. Obviously got some postmarks on the front. Looks like Reed Sport. That's Oregon as well. Posted on the back also. Fairly unusual card. I didn't see a lot of this out there. There was a couple as my competition. I just, you know, because of the condition, it looks a little grungy. I kind of just undercut the competition, and it sold. This one actually came from the large postcard and ephemera buy I did locally a few weeks back. I just actually picked up the rest of that a couple of days ago. There'll be a video tomorrow with the sort of unboxing and haul video. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and bell notifications hit so you know when that drops and you can see for yourself. So again, $395 or $375 rather, free shipping on this one. Again, Spokane Airport, not a uncommon card. There was quite a few of them out there. This is obviously the dedication postcard they gave out for when the airport opened. One thing that I always find interesting on postcards is whenever they show new buildings, they always like to tell you how much it cost. I feel like that's not something we really do much anymore. Like, nobody ever is like, we built this building, it cost $60 million. Like, that might be a sideline in a news story, but nobody's like out there bragging about it. But back in the 60s and pretty much the 5 or 6 decades before that, if they built something, they're going to put the cost on a postcard. Real photo, unposted, nice card, not huge money, $395, free shipping. I like this one a lot. This is a very cool interior of the Rapid City, South Dakota hotel. St. John McNamara is the name of the hotel. I like these lobby cards, especially the older ones. This one almost looks more like a pardon me, this isn't the hotel. This is a hospital, St. John McNamara. My mistake. I was going to say it looks like a Hospital. Let's see here. Yeah, hospital. It is a hospital. That's what it is. I like it. It's cool. I like the old clock up here. There's a lot going on here for a little postcard. You got a little postcard rack right over here at the entrance. So pretty neat. Not huge money. It is a chrome, $6.95, free shipping. Now this one, you can probably guess what sold this. I, of course, did a zoom in on these awesome cars here sitting at the parking lot. Looks like the people are just watching the cars on the highway. This is Delaware Water Gap in New Jersey. I just put Delaware Water Gap, New Jersey, classic cars parking, vintage chrome. There's a lot of these out there, but nobody else mentioned that there's cars. Mine sold for $3.95, free shipping. Took about 2 days. Watch out. They're coming right for us. This is Yellowstone Park, Buffalo Stampede in Lamar Valley, white border era. So 1920s, 30s, somewhere in there. Unposted, unused. This is really nice here. You'll see the publisher here, Haynes St. Paul, or most of the Yellowstone cards I come across from this era, and even before or a little after, is the Haynes Company. I know that they had a shop in the area. They've had some like souvenir photos and photo packs also come from Haynes. So definitely one to kind of keep an eye out for. I don't know if there's a collector's market specifically for the publisher. I think that just on the merit of being a Yellowstone card, it's more than likely going to be Haynes. This one's kind of a cooler one. There's just a lot of action. It's just neat. This one sold for $5.95 with free shipping. Now this card is 2-piece. Well, it's supposed to be 1 piece. It was torn down the middle. So there's the second piece. There's the first piece. It was a folding card, but it was torn down the middle. It's cool. It shows the original immigration route of the Oregon Trail, starting out here in Illinois and following all the way into, of course, Oregon. Unposted, very cool card. I wish it wasn't torn down the middle. I couldn't tell you for the life of me where it came from, but it did sell for $7.61 plus $1 shipping. Next up, we got First Baptist Church in Waynesville, North Carolina. Didn't see a lot of this one out there. Actually, I don't think I saw any of it. I put it up at $5.95 with free shipping. It sold relatively quickly, roughly about a week. Very cool. Akron, Ohio. Navy Corsair fighter built by Goodyear, flying over the stadium. This one is common, but the sell-through rate was great. So I just went like $1 higher than what most of the solds were and just waited it out. It actually took a lot faster than I thought it would. It did sell for $4.95, free ship. Probably could have maybe even squeezed a little bit more money out of it, but I'm happy to have it out the door relatively quickly. I really like this card, Easter Greetings. That's the zoom in. Here's the full card. The person who bought this one messaged me about a week ahead of time and asked me to provide an additional photograph that was not a scan because they wanted to see the true color of the card. So normally with these requests, I'm okay with something like that. So I took a picture in natural sunlight, sent it off to them. They bought it a couple of days later. I really, as far as an Easter card goes, the decoration on these eggs is just so cool. If you're just the artwork alone is enough. It's divided back. It's got the date here, 1913, but we don't know. Really, really nice embossing. Yeah, just a nice card. $11.95, free shipping. Here we have Yankee Stadium. This is a white border. I believe we are provided with the date here. No, maybe not. Saw this on the trip. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. I knew this would sell, just a matter of time. I think it got sold on a 5% off offer. Listing price was $9.95, and I think it might have actually been 10%. Yeah, it was 10% off. So yeah, Yankee Stadium. Stadiums do really well for me. Any stadium, any era, really. So if you've got stadiums, just list them. Price it right, and it'll sell. This one came from another reseller. Gravity Goods sold me about a shoebox full of varying era postcards, but there's a lot of Montana in there, and sold through quite a bit of those. This here is the Butte, Montana Berkeley Pit Open Copper Mine. I like these mining postcards. You'll see them pretty much every era. A lot of times they'll show the machinery, or I like these sort of open pit ones as well. And there is a collector's market for it, for sure. It's just really cool image with the sort of striated different levels as they dig down. And the interesting thing about this one is I believe this is part 1 of 2 cards. Let's see here. Nope, not this one. There is some that look pretty similar to this that are multi-part cards. So they're 2 separate postcards, but they're meant to be separate. If you collect them both, you can put them together and you see the whole thing. Really dig this card. I actually have a few from this series. I didn't have a complete series, so I decided to split them up. This was just the very first one that I listed, and based on, it took a couple of weeks to sell. It sold for $6.95 free shipping. The translation here is punishment for bad women, and they're like these medieval torture postcards for what happens if you do a particular sin. So this is what happens to evil women, apparently, in medieval times. Unposted, German, pretty cool. Good, just neat art. Moving on, a more modern postcard. This is Oakland, California, the International Dining Room interior. I could find no other postcards for this International Dining Room interior. I priced mine up a little bit. I put it out at $8.95. Sent out an offer. Somebody took me up on it. Actually, it was on a one-day sale that I had. So it sold for $8.05, free shipping. Sandusky, Ohio, Lake Erie, Vacation Land. This is the Battery Park boat landing. Vacation Land is very popular. There's a number of places that claim the name of Vacation Land. Sandusky, Ohio here being one of them. Ohio's Lake Erie Vacation Land. I'll be honest, I haven't really researched a whole lot into Vacation Land. I've seen it come up time and time again. I'm sure that there is some sort of loose definition as to where is in and outside of the border of Vacation Land. Maybe I'll look that up after the video. Moving right along. Monument Valley, Arizona. This is Mitten Butte. Wonder why they call it Mitten Butte. Looks like Michigan to me. All right, Navajo Indians. Yeah, another chrome postcard. Clearly condition issues. Priced accordingly. $3.75. Free shipping. Is it posted? No, but it is creased. All right, Notice how this one looks different from all the rest. This is one of the very first postcards that I listed before I had a scanner. Can you tell? Obviously the definition, the toning, the brightness, all of that. There's the back. I took a picture of it in this like a penny sleeve. So if you're new to postcards and you want to list postcards and you want to actually sell postcards, don't do this. I'm embarrassed that this is even on this video, to be honest. Don't do this. And if you are going to do it, go in and use the photo editing tools that eBay provides for you. Bring out some of the color, bring up some of the brightness. Don't take your photos in a penny sleeve, whatever you do. Learn from my mistakes. This took close to 3 years to sell, and it sold finally for $4.46, free shipping. A cautionary tale from Jackass Retro. Next. This is Pasco, Washington, my home state. The new Hotel Pasco. I've got a couple of these. This is the first one it sold. Was able to do multi-quantity listing. That's always great. I like when they have the cars in motion and you kind of get the blur of the motion of the vehicle. I don't know if that's a thing, but I like it. I think it's cool. This one sold for $3.95 and free shipping. Another kind of cool one. Butte, Montana, Harrison Avenue, Street View. Now, if you're new here and you knowing the location, what things are you going to use in the subject line? Take a look. Just think about it for a second. What do you see here that you're gonna focus in on and use to attract your customer? Okay, got it. Good. Here's what I did. I focused in here on the Texaco sign, and my title basically says Chrome Postcard, Butte, Montana, Harrison Avenue, Cars, Street View, Texaco, unposted, which is pretty much what it is. So, the reason why I'm sort of diving in on this is I think it's important to be able to understand what is going to sell a card when you look at it. What's the thing that somebody's going to want? Now, I could have probably gone a few different routes here. Country boy, wholesalers, live bait sign. I could have really focused in on a lot of different things. I was sort of hedging the bet that, you know what, maybe I can get some crossover into the petroleum category. Honestly, I don't know what the big B is, but, I probably could have done a little research and found out about that too. If you know what the big B is, put it in the description. I'd love to know. Without doing any actual research. Next up, this is Pasadena, California. As it says, the Arroyo Seco Bridge. Bridges typically are always going to do well. Price them right, they're going to sell. Unposted, Western Publishing Company. Not huge money, but decent money at $5.95 free shipping. This one sold very, very quickly. Mercer County Courthouse in Salina, Ohio. White border? Linen, rather. Sorry, linen postcard. Yeah, if you look close, you can kind of see the cross-hatching. Probably more if we zoom in. Yeah, you can see the texturing a lot better there. So, not big money. Again, subject matter, I just look at what's out there. If there's like 50 of this courthouse and like 2 sold, I'm going to price on my bottom end. So this one went out on a 5% off make offer for $2.80 free shipping. On the other hand, we have another courthouse sold around the same time, same day. And this one, there wasn't a lot out there. So especially this view. So I priced it up a little bit, but still at a price I was confident it would sell at. I went to $8.95 free shipping, and it sold. So, this is essentially a pretty similar card to the one before it. It is a little earlier. It's a white border postcard. I'd kind of focused in on the courthouse a little bit. Unposted, color chrome card. So it's a little bit older, but also not as good condition. We can see here, like down here, maybe mounted in a book at some point. It's got some dings and nicks and smudges, but because there was hardly anything in terms of supply, I priced this one up. Also, West Virginia, I learned recently, and I'll share with you, is the top searched postcard term. I didn't believe it, then I looked it up, and it's true. What do you know? West Virginia. List your West Virginia cards, and I did that. I listed a bunch of them. You're about to see a whole bunch of West Virginia cards. But not yet. This one is in Warm Springs, Georgia. It's the Warm Springs Hotel, 1980s chrome postcard. There we go. Nothing super old, but I didn't see this one out there. I probably would go back and brighten this up a little bit using the photo tools. But whatever. I'm happy with it regardless. It sold for $3.95, free shipping. Another courthouse here. This is the Gallia County Courthouse in Gallipolis, Ohio. I feel like I said that right, even on the first try. Another courthouse. This one is a linen as well. Courthouses do okay. They're not. They can be bigger money, but they consistently sell for me in the $3 to $20 range, depending on location. And if it's real photo, I've had many sell in the $50, $60, $70 range. Beautiful postcard here. This is the Moscow, Russia Hotel Metropole. I just think just fantastic art. So stunning. Excellent street view. Really cool contrast. It's not a real photo. It is printed. This one actually came out of the auction lot I purchased from Michon's auction down in Alameda, California. Just cool. And international cards may not be the biggest sellers, but to the right customer, I mean, if you're shipping all over the world, you can sell these things all over the world. As promised, here comes some West Virginia cards. Huntington, West Virginia. This is the Cabell County Courthouse. It's an unposted linen postcard. Here is my zoom in on this one. I kind of focused in on the path. There was other ones out there. Sold for $4.95 with free shipping very quickly. This was probably because the condition on this one, probably an upgrade for somebody. To be honest, this was a nice condition card. A little bit of edge wear, a little bit of corner wear there, but unposted. Somebody might have just wanted to have a better copy of the card. Here we go again, Huntington, West Virginia. This went actually to the same customer as the previous card. This one I actually really was considering pricing up a little bit. This particular hospital, there's a lot of postcards for it, but not this particular view of the hospital. All the other cards that I was seeing was in the $2, $3 and less range. But because this one is a little more uncommon, I put it at $4.95. I feel like I could probably have asked maybe around $5 or $6.95 for this one and gotten it. It's nice coloring to it. It's got the cars out front. So yeah, still very happy with the sale, especially since I was able to combine shipping. It only cost me, on each car about 36 cents individually to send them out. Moving right along here, another really cool, unusual, unique kind of car. This is the Meadows Park, Ohio, the Mineral Garden and Pool. Could not find another one like this. Just has that like very futuristic, almost like Stanley Kubrick-esque, Clockwork Orangey look to it. I just thought it was neat. If I collected postcards, I'd probably keep this one, honestly. And got decent money for it, $8.05. Again, went out on a 10% off offer. Sometimes if I'm having a slow sales day, the offer percentages are going to go up, just to try to get some people to convert. I like to try to keep it around 5% off for cards that are $10 and under. But man, if it's slow, I'm gonna go 10%, maybe 15 on cards that are like $6 or $7, maybe more, just to start getting some money flowing in. Next up, we have Pat Allen. I almost said customer's name. Holy cow. Vintage Postcard. This is the Cherokee Indian Nation, Great Smoky Mountains, North Carolina, and Tennessee. Nice linen card. This one took quite some time to sell, even at the asking price, which was $4.95, free shipping. 1939 linen. So this is a relatively early linen as well. Well, wouldn't you know it? West Virginia again. All right. This is state capital. I'm not sure I'm going to pronounce this right, but hey, we'll try. The Kanawha River in Charleston. Honestly, I just was like, it's West Virginia. I'm going to list it. I'm going to list just every West Virginia card. I didn't lot a single card. If it looked common, I just put it out for $2.95, and this is one of them. And it sold very quickly for exactly that much, $2.95 free shipping. Now this next one, this is this is the Louisville Water Company Tower, Louisville, Kentucky. And I'm just going to come out and say it. That water tower looks like a big old penis. Nothing else really to say about it, is there? It sold for $2.80, free ship. Hey, look where we are. We're back in West Virginia. Wouldn't you know it? Multi-view postcard, $3.75, free shipping. Just nothing great. Like, this is a pretty normal card. More modern chrome postcards, you'll see stuff like this all the time. But again, West Virginia, just listed them all. I suggest you do the same. Next up, we got Main Street looking south in Nashua, New Hampshire. Nice linen card. We got some great signs here. Cut rate drugstore. Yeah, you gonna go to a cut rate drugstore? I don't think I want to go to a cut rate drugstore. But look at all the cars here. This is just a great street view. Really nice color to it. Just a nice image. What's weird though is, see that up there? It looks like the state of Texas on that flag. I know it's not, but it looks like it. Unposted, just in general, nice postcard. Somebody paid $2.50 for it at one time. They paid me a whopping 45 cents extra. $2.95 free ship. Okay, so again, if you were to sell this card, what are you going to mention to sell it? What are you going to focus in on this particular card? I'll tell you where it is. This is Reno, Nevada, Virginia Street. We see the Riverside Hotel. That's what we see. But what are you What do you see here that might sell this card? There's a lot of things I see. If I were to do this differently, I'm going to go up in the upper right-hand corner here. That there is Ready Kilowatt, which has its own large collector's market for this, and Sierra Pacific Power. I could also go to the other side of the street and this nice Chevrolet dealership right here, because that's a whole other collector's market. How many postcards do you think there are of the Hotel Riverside? And how many postcards of Ready Kilowatt and the Sierra Pacific Power Company postcard do you think there are? Not to mention all these cars on the street. I made mention of none of these. Not a one. Here, Virginia Street View, Riverside Hotels. That's it. So, you know, don't do what Donnie Don't does. Try to be observant. Point out the stuff that is the reason why somebody's going to buy this card. And look where it was sent to. Bremerton, Washington. 3,000 some amount of euros. That's not far from me. What do you know? I love the message too. Just resting well in our new the weather is fine. Should be in LA soon. Great. Moving right along. All right. Took an offer on this one for $17 plus ship. Went out first class. This is the SS City of Cleveland steamer ship, the Social Hall. Pretty interesting. This was on the Great Lakes. The back of this card is as cool as the front, if you ask me. Anchors away. So it's like a souvenir card for a Great Lakes cruise. I just think this is a real cool card. It's not super scarce or unusual, but just, you know, a cool card from the era. So yeah, $17 plus shipping. Here's the El Patio Motel in Pismo Beach, California. And this actually went out on the same order as this one, which is the Marshall Monument in El Dorado County, Coloma, California. Pismo, I believe, is also in El Dorado County. So both of these cards went to the same customer. This one, I did this for the zoom in. That was kind of my focus. Like, it's just, you know, persons dangling their feet off the diving board. Just a nice image. And then this monument as well. Neither one are tremendously valuable, but the total on these two cards was $13.80 plus shipping. And I did take an offer on this one. I had it up for $14.95 and I took 11. Emmons Blaine Hall at the University of Chicago. I have sold views of this building many, many times. That tells me there is a collector out there snatching these up. I couldn't tell you if it's the same collector or group of collectors or many collectors, but Emmons Blaine Hall, University of Chicago. Because I recognize this building and I know that I've sold cards from this before, I put it at $5.95. It's an undivided back. There we go, from 1906. Nice card. Hey, look at where we are. We're back in West Virginia. Another view of the Capitol. Again, lots of them out there. I just went in at my floor value, which was $2.95. This was likely I'm guessing probably an upgrade for somebody's collection because it is a really nice condition card. It is a chrome postcard. It looks like it's not, but it's chrome. So that's an actual photograph. It's just really interesting toning to it. Really nice contrast. Yeah, $2.95 free shipping. List your West Virginia cards. Here we are now in Key West, Florida. Roosevelt Boulevard. You can probably guess here what I focused in on. That their car. It's a nice condition, unposted postcard. And this one sold for $3.95, free shipping. Took, I don't know, about a month. Elkhorns in Yellowstone National Park. Probably could have gotten a little more money out of this one, except for that. Doesn't always matter. Sometimes it does. Whenever I have this much like black backing on this, I'm gonna work on the price a little bit. So I priced this one to sell $2.95. It's a nice card from 1920s. In better condition, I could have maybe doubled my money. Advertising postcard here, some Hershey Kisses. It's not the greatest condition card. You can see on the back here, we've got some edge and corner wear. Still okay. Sold it for $2.95, free ship. I had a feeling this one was going to sell, and it did. I probably should have asked for another $1 or $2, but I did have, I think I have multiple copies, so I priced up the other one. This is the Morton Bay Fig Tree in Santa Barbara, California. Very, very, very common subject on a postcard, but I haven't seen this particular view in any sales history or anything available. This one sold very quickly, and I'm not surprised for $3.95, free ship. We have First Baptist Church in Norfolk, Virginia. Very, again, nothing spectacular on this card. $2.95, free ship. Just, goes to show common cards, they can sell. You don't have to be, Dr. Jim Stamps blowing these out at like 50 cents. You can ask a low fair price that includes shipping. Set your bottom price and what you're willing to accept in terms of margin. If it doesn't sell, you can always lower your price. Didn't have to here. $2.95, free ship. Last week we had a lot of Atlantic City, New Jersey postcards because I was listing in Atlantic City. This week we have a lot of West Virginia, but the nice thing about listing on eBay is once it's up, it's going to be up till it sells. And this one just took an extra week than the last ones. $2.80, free ship. This is obviously some swimmers at the beach. Oh, Old Ben. The world's largest steer in Highland Park, Kokomo, Indiana. I hear it killed itself by crushing itself under the weight of its own itself. That's not a true thing, but it's a big cow. Look at the size of that cow. It's a big cow. At birth, he weighed 135 pounds. Wow, his mom really must hold that over his head. 18 months, 4,000 pounds. At the age of 47, 20 pounds. That's a big cow. At the time of his death in 1910, about 8 years old. Wow. His height was 6'4". At the forequarter, he was 16 feet, 2 inches long from head. Wow. And his girth was, wow. Yeah, that cow's got some girth. You learn some stuff every day. So this one is divided back postcard. It's cool. Or actually, this is a chrome. My mistake. Yeah. So somebody made a big old cow postcard of an old cow postcard, and then reprinted it. Yeah. All right. Let's look at the next one. Oh, the big cow sold for $2.95. Emporia, Virginia, Christ Episcopal Church. Nothing spectacular here. $2.95, free ship. I think we're seeing some Virginia cards because after West Virginia, I moved into other Virginia. And that's where I'm listing cards now. All right. So here's one. Sometimes when like I got like a real photo postcard and I'm like, okay, well, I want to list it, but I got nothing really to identify it. I just say what it is. So what I said for this one is two girls, matching outfits, standing in a field. That was my title. Real photo postcard. Look, it's two girls standing in a field. Unposted. Sold for $10 plus shipping. Baltimore, Maryland, skyline at night. This card and the next card sold to the same customer. Actually, the next three cards were the same customer. The total on all three is $13.15. They took me up on a percentage off offer that I have on my store. If you buy three, you get 15% off. So they got 15% off. I got a bigger sale than just $2.95. So the next three, we've got a linen of the Baltimore, Maryland skyline at night. We have a slightly older card. This is a 1930s, 20s, 30s. This is the view of the excursion boats in the harbor at Maryland, unposted. Nice card. Nice color, nice image. And then finally, we have the post office in Baltimore, Maryland. Also unposted, undivided back. So three different eras of cards, a linen, white border, an undivided back, all to the same town, all to the same customer. Grand total on that order was $13.95 free ship. Moving right along. Portsmouth, Ohio, the entrance gate to the Green Lawn Cemetery. I actually took an offer on this one. This came out of that same Michon lot out of Alameda. There was a lot of cemetery postcards in there, which, there's going to be some uber specific collections out there. Somebody may be collecting just this cemetery or just cemeteries in Portsmouth or just cemeteries in general or just Portsmouth cards. Who knows? There could be any number of specific collectors who are going to want this card. People who like wrought iron gates. People who like arced signs. I don't know. Could be anything. This one I took an offer on, $15 plus shipping. This one came recently from my private pickup. This is the seal at the aquarium at the Point Defiance Zoo. I have a number of cards from this particular location. Yeah, it's a seal. Looks like it's a hair seal named Leonard. It's the Ellis Photograph, which is a well-known photographer here in the Northwest, especially for postcards. So happy with the $5.95 that I got on this. It's not a particularly rare card, but good one. Here's the State Prison in Nashville, Tennessee. Sold for $4.95 free shipping. Nice card, 1908. Same kind of thing. Probably somebody out there collecting prisons. Who knows? We'll never know. But we can speculate. Why might somebody buy this card? Okay. Moving right along. This is the Euclid Beach Park in Cleveland, Ohio. The dancing pavilion, but we can also see the roller coaster here in the background. There's the loop. I forget the name of it. It's, but I mentioned that in the subject line, Euclid Park Dancing Pavilion, roller coaster. And this one sold for $5.65 on a 5% off offer sent to watchers. And the last eBay one we have is the new naval dock in Hong Kong. This came from the private pick I did recently. And once again, the unboxing or haul video will be dropping the day after this. So make sure you got those bell notifications on. Really cool, nice Hong Kong postcards. Hong Kong postcards, just list them, price it right, they're going to sell. And this one did for $40 plus $32 international shipping. I got to look at that. But yeah, $72 sale. Very nice to have that. Not sure why the international shipping on that was so high. Probably because I set it high because it was most likely going to sell to China, and I want tracking to the door on this. So let's move on to our hip postcards. Here is a Disneyland postcard. This one went overseas. Oh, I need to get this out of your way here. This one went overseas. Not huge money. They paid more for the shipping on this one, to be honest, than they did for the postcard itself. It sold for $3.75 Canadian plus shipping. So it's going internationally, and they paid like 4 times as much for shipping as they did for the card itself. It's kind of crazy. I really like this one. I'm not surprised it sold. It didn't really take that long. This came from the Michon lot as well. Very nice Monte Carlo card. There are others of this view, but I didn't see any colored like this. And when I listed it, I was the only eBay seller selling this internationally. So I just put it up, sat around, waited for it. Somebody actually found it on Hip, and it sold for $21, pardon me, 21 euro and 46 mini euro, whatever the 21.46 euro, I guess is what we say, right? Plus shipping. Next 3 cards went to the same customer. They are in Canada, or actually New York, rather. Again, some people have been buying from me, and they like the same customer bought from a listing that had Canadian as well as American and then a euro listing. Same customer, 3 different like dollar amounts or currencies. I really don't know what. Like, it was weird. Anyways, center of Horseshoe Falls in Niagara. I like the color on this one. It's just, you know, Niagara Falls. I used to not list them. And they're not like, it's not like they're huge money, but you know, a few bucks on this one, and a few bucks on this one, and a few bucks on this one. All to the same customer. They paid individual shipping on all of them on Hip Postcard. Yeah, I'm happy with it. So this one was $3.45. The next one was $2.49 euro. And this last one here was 2.95 euro. Or wait, 2.95 US. I'm sorry. See, these multiple currencies throw me off sometimes. And our last, final postcard, we have the Cathedral of Immaculate Conception in Mobile, Alabama. This one went out to Miss Daisy Graves. We all know Miss Daisy, or you should by now. If you don't, go back and check out some of my other videos. So this came from that postcard album I purchased in outside of San Francisco last August. Still selling off cards on this one. Really nice view. This one went for $25.36 plus shipping. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. I thank you very much for sticking around this long. If you're here at the end of the video, please consider subscribing if it's your first time here, hitting that bell notification somewhere down there. If you like this kind of content, there are other ways to support the channel. You can check out some of the links below to do that if you'd like. But really, one of the best ways you can support is by sharing with a friend or somebody else you might think would be interested in this. We're getting pretty close to 1,000 subscribers, which is a really big milestone for the channel. Very excited for it. And finally, why don't you go check out the Epic Treasures? Links in the description for that as well. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next week. Have a good one. Bye-bye.